Hello and welcome to another episode of Beartrapts Ranked Adventure. Today we have a solo duo queue, which is actually a duo queue between myself and Starwarsmike. I'm jungling Rengar and he is playing solo top Shen. They didn't ban out Shen in this game, which I thought would happen. I mean, it is a low elo game, but even for that, Shen is kind of powerful. Um, we also have a very skilled Mordekaiser on our team, who you will see will basically carry us to victory. Um, either or either way, however you want to say it. Uh, I make a couple really stupid mistakes this game, and you know, I was really nervous because when you play with your friends, it's one thing, but then when you play like solo or duo queue, you don't know any of these other guys, and you tend to be a little bit worried about what's going on. Enemy team is Tristana, Gangplank, uh, Scion, Tarek, and a Jungle Hackram. Now, I normally like dealing with Jungle Hackrams because exhaust just wrecks their day, but this one's gonna definitely have a jump on me. As you can see, they're gonna invade red, which is sensible because Rengar's normally start red. But I was like, oh, I want to start blue today, and I got a little bit of flack from my team for it, but they didn't really mind giving me a hard leash at blue. So their invade is kind of counterproductive because I'm not there. But it ends up working well for them still for that. But either way, we're all the way over on the other side of the map. Uh, Also on our team, we have a Varus, a Sona. Yeah, Varus and a Sona in bot lane. I don't really have too much of an opinion on Varus. I know a couple people who play him. I'm not a huge fan of him. Uh, my brother actually plays a lot of Mordekaiser, and part of the reason why I chose to upload this game, even though it's not a spectacular game from my point of view, is I wanted him to see how this Mord gets down, because he really wrecks. I mean, this is really low elo. It's about 1200, so yeah, I'm not a pro player. I'm not amazing. I'm just kind of showing a rank game because I got a lot of flack for not having a Beartrapts ranked adventure up. Yeah, you can hear that they're taking our red, which is a bit of a problem. They had a really hard pull on it too, so you know, Gangplank starts with red, uh, and then Mike actually sees Hecarim doing rates as he's going up to lane. So I have blue, and I see Hecarim has my race, so I want to engage on Hecarim. So I see him, I bola him, I exhaust him in case he wants to fight. I chunk him, I try and stay on him, and then there's three of them, so I can't really do much. Hecarim gets away. I die. Um, it's a terrible start for my team. And Mike, I think Mike dies here too. Yeah, Mike dies here too. So we start the game 0-2 with Scion and Tristana picking up a kill. Now, Tristana picking up a kill is a problem. Scion picking up a kill, we're gonna see, isn't too much of a big deal because this Mordekaiser is just gonna wreck his life. And it's funny because the very night before we had a game against a Mordekaiser who did the same thing to our team, and it was embarrassing. And I will never upload that. I might clip it for like clips and stuff, but it was so bad. Um, so right now I'm apologizing to my team. I feel really bad, but the funny thing is the people I'm playing with aren't even that upset. They're not breaking my balls about it. They're like, it happens. You try to get that kill on the enemy jungler. You did force him back. So I got my team really didn't ride me about it, which was something I was very surprised at. I haven't really played any. This, like I said, this is my first solo or duo queue game, and I didn't realize that people could be that nice in this game after playing normals and just running into people who are just awful human beings. This was amazing. I've seen Scion mid and I know that it works. I just not a huge fan of it. One, because I'm not a huge fan of Scion in general. All the lifesteal. I mean, I understand that you can ignite him and stuff like that, but I'm the type of player who likes to take exhaust. So you know, It's Tristana with my blue buff, which doesn't make me happy at all, but it is what it is, I guess. Uh, I come through. I guess. Yeah, yeah. I was seen. I didn't even. Obviously, I didn't know there was a ward there before, but I was seen by that blue ward when I came through the river. A lot of junglers tend to get oracles early. Obviously, not this early, but a lot of junglers tend to get oracles early. Um, I don't normally do that. Uh, right now, because of their ward, which I didn't know was there, they see me going into their jungle. I was gonna see if I couldn't catch Hecarim at his red, which I don't. Um, and now all of them just happen to just couldn't close on me, and there's really nowhere for me to go. There's nothing for me to do. I don't have my ult, so I can't stealth escape. And I'm just trying to, run a good flash and a thing and a stun, and I'm dead there. There's nothing really Mord, Varus, or any of my teammates can really do. Um, Something positive comes out of it though, because the gangplank actually DC'd for a second, which is nice because Mike gets the free farm up top, which is surprising. I mean, even though we're down 3-0 right now, you can just see how Mord is just chewing up this Scion. He's already at half health. I didn't do any damage to him when I was down there, so back into the jungle I go, 0-2, feeling like I'm the worst player in the world. Again, my team is just not riding me. They're not even upset. And here this Scion, I believe, runs the complete wrong way for what he was trying to do. If you were trying to escape, you shouldn't run back to our tower. I just missed Scion. I see if I can't go hunting for him. I don't really see him. But I see Hecarim engage on Mord, so I try and do as much damage as possible. Um, think Hecarim died. Yeah, Hecarim dies here, so I pick up an assist. I mean, again, I'm still not performing well, but the one assist is positive, I guess. Um, Tarek Tristan is a really weird lane. The stun that Tarek has works pretty well with her kit, but I don't know. Here, Mord pressures his tower down. Mord can really push, especially if he has a ghost up. I don't know. Like I said, my brother plays Mord. I think he's a really good champ, but his lack of an escape makes him kind of gankable. But if he has a lead, he tends to do really really well. And here he actually gets away from a certain death, which is pretty cool. So I'm here clearing my jungle. One of the things I noticed is that that's different about solo and duo queue versus arranged queues and playing normals with friends is the communication. You really gotta watch the map a lot more. You have to. You gotta just. You really gotta kind of fend for yourself a little bit. Here I was doing red, but Scion was dealing with our mid, so I came down. I saw an opportunity to come down and get a little bit of farm, but Scion nearly kills me here. Thankfully, Mordekaiser comes out of nowhere and zeroes him, which is amazingly positive. I don't know why he chased me all the way through two towers, especially when Mord was just coming right up. But hey, I'll take it. I go finish off the little lizards there, and I go about my business. Let me speed this up a little bit because while it's a short game, again the farming is never the fun thing to watch. Um, Varus and Sona actually did pretty well. I was worried because it's such a low elo game that we'd have. Like, I'm low elo, so I was like, there's gonna be a bunch of people like me who are terrible, but that wasn't the case. Of course, Mike is never bad. Uh, he's got a big lead on this Gangplank. I think Gangplank still kills him at some point though, because as you know, if somebody DCs and comes back, if they're allowed to free farm, or they will catch up in level. It's funny too. It's such an uneventful top lane, whereas bot and mid are all going crazy. Um, Blue doesn't do a lot for Rengar's jungle, but Xidia is always great. Um, I could have given it to Mord, but he didn't need it, so I said, fine, I'll take it for the experience and the CDI. And here they get a kill on our Varus, but it's offset by Mordekaiser killing Sion again in mid, and Shen teleports in to help kill Tristana in bottom. So we get a 2-for-1 there. What's great about this is Hecarim jumps Mordekaiser, but he doesn't really realize that with the ghost it's basically a 2v1 and he gets killed. Um, like I said, there's more decided he was going to carry Had this game. So now we're actually ahead. We're ahead 4-5 and a slight edge in gold, which is fantastic. Um, let's see what everyone's building. Mordekaiser building health and ability power. Arveris has a BF sword, which at 12 minutes is pretty good, I guess. Shen is building health and health regen. Tristana only has a Doran's Blade in her boots. Here, I want to kill this Gangplank. I really wanted to tower dive him, and I do, but I was really hoping that the tower would have focused Shen, but it didn't. It focused me, and I knew by the time he popped his ult that was going to be a suicide mission, but it didn't matter. I wanted the kill, so we got one. Again, I'm not playing super well, but our Mort is just zero Scion again. Um, he's wrecking his lane right now. Mordekaiser es numero uno, and Hecarim again makes the mistake of going after him and dies again. Um, really think Hecarim should have just let that tower go and have Sion try and farm underneath the second tower, but it's okay. Feed mode. Hecarim has a Sheen. Sion has a Sheen. The Gangplank has a Cloak and Dagger. Uh, the Tristana still only has boots. I pick up a Kindle Gem because I like Kindle Gems on Rengar because one Spirit's Visage is good for magic, and two, if you're not building a Spirit's Visage, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, you could always build a Zeke's, but I don't like Zeke's on him too much. Um, but a Kindle Gem is health and CDI, so it's definitely a very good item, strong item for him early in the game. That and a Brutalizer would be the two items I would pick up in mid game for him. Um, I know what you're thinking. Yomu's is terrible, but it's pretty good on him. Not I wouldn't lie to tell you. Here I am, clearing blue. Uh, we don't really see a lot of them on the map. I do see Sion by himself, um, and I back off there because I get a ping. Mord just kind of pokes his head out. We lose Sona down there to some well play. Uh, I try and come down and do something and help Varys out. Uh, they turn on us. I ult to get away because I wasn't going to do enough damage. There we have Mord escape because they're trying to 2v1 his lane because he's just destroying them so hard. He picks up Sion again and nearly kills Hecarim, who has to run all the way back to base. Uh, Here I'm coming back to bottom. Mord is just destroying that second tier tower. Uh, Hecarim starts chasing him, but it doesn't really amount to much because I come down to help push this tower a little bit. I have a feeling I'm gonna die here, but I turn around and use my 5-point heal. We're able to kill Hecarim, but we lose. I die, but we get a turret, so we trade a kill and a turret for my death, which is definitely not terrible. Here Shen tries to kill Gangplank, and he almost does, but Gangplank like barely survives and gets the kill on him. And here Sion dies to Mordekaiser again. Um, I mean, I don't even know if it's the Sion isn't playing well because I don't know much about Sion other than I dislike him, or it's that Mordekaiser is just so fed at this point it doesn't matter. I mean, he's 9-0, so he's kind of ridiculously fed. Um, at 1-4, I pick up the tooth because I'm 1-4-3, so I'm picking up assists. So I figured maybe getting the tooth at this point would make sense. I get a one blade so that I can get Pick up one blade so I can get the brutalizer eventually. I'm still sitting on 2 wards. Um, Mike has his warmogs. Varus has his boots, his full boots, and a pickaxe. Then Tristana has her full boots, a pickaxe, be a sword. So they're about even in items. I come down here to gank. We pick up. I pick up Tarek, and Varus picks up Tristana. I get an assist, so it's good. So that's 2 stacks on the necklace. Um, Here's Mike and Gangplank. Like I said, Gangplank caught up pretty quick, and he killed Mike. So Hecarim kind of just, I don't know what he was thinking to come straight up the lane like that. But he does run into Mordekaiser, who proceeds to zero him and go legendary. Then I help Mord out to pick up this blue buff. And we really want to go on this Gangplank since his help is gone. And Mike and I get there a little late, so Mord takes a lot of damage. But we pick up 2. Uh, I can't quite get to the Scion with his shield popped and Hecarim coming back up, so I run. Mord was right. It took me a while to get in there because I went around instead of going straight through. I should have went straight through. Maybe we killed him faster, but it's still a positive for us. Mord has Crystal Scepter. He's got Woda, and he's got a blasting wand. He's got his full boots. Varus now has his eye edge. So does their Tristana. The Varus is starting to build toward a Zeal. I'm 3, 4, and 5, which isn't terrible. The enemy team is contemplating surrender, and they finally give up here. I mean, I don't think that they were completely out of it. I think they probably could have still played a little bit longer, but I'm not gonna argue with a win like that. Not the best game for me, but definitely this mod carried us to victory on his back. Uh, Solo queue can be fun, I guess, when you get people who aren't gonna chastise you for every little mistake. Uh, I really, if you're level 30 and you just avoid solo and duo queue, I really haven't had a bad experience yet, so I can't really tell you. That it's all good experience because I know it's not. But it couldn't hurt to try it once. And if you don't want a solo queue, at least grab one friend and duo queue with them and see if you can't have a fun experience. Because you never know when you're gonna come across somebody a game where you're gonna do really well and you're gonna feel really good about yourself. Um, Either way, this has been another episode of Beartrapts Ranked Adventure, the first solo duo queue. Um, it's Monday, so I have a bunch of videos I gotta put out. There'll be a little bit of a downtime over weekends because that's when I get a lot of other work done. But I hope to see you in the next episode. Have a good rest of the day.